welcome guys to my new episode on creating a blog application using Laravel from scratch. So where we left off the last video was we created this, and we also created the linking all the pages to our Laravel project. Now in this video, we're going to be looking at creating the users authentication, that's the login screen, and also creating the login screen for the admin. So let's dive straight into it. So just in this video, navigate to your web. Okay, you can simply hit your shift twice and type in web. It's going to um, pull up here. Then you can enter or locate it under the route directory here. Then go to web here. So now we are going to be creating a prefix. Okay, we are going to be calling it this users. Then we are going to have a group, so you'll see what this does in a couple of minutes. Then let's give it a function, okay, like this. All right, so now inside here, that's when we can create our closures or the route. Okay, so let's have here, let's use a get method for this, and it's going to be let's say login. Okay, then we are going to have a controller for that. Okay, so since we don't have any controller yet, let me just quickly do something and explain a few things here. Okay, so what this prefix does is, okay, this is going to help us create to something like users slash login. So instead of having maybe www.domain.com slash login, we are going to have www.domain.com slash user slash login. So this is what I mean here. Okay, so instead of doing this slash login here, okay, giving us the not found, we can easily do this by doing user slash login. Okay, so now we can see it's giving us the welcome user. So the prefix is going to help us name our route. So anything that we are going to be doing is going to be slash users. Okay, so it's going to be slash user, then the other route that you want to create follows. Okay, awesome. So yeah, so in this episode, what we quickly have to do is now inside Laravel. If you are using Laravel 5 and below, okay, you can quickly create the authentication, okay, scaffolding to give you the authentication. That's the login controllers having the inbuilt code, the register controllers having the inbuilt code. But if you're using Laravel, I think 6 and upwards, okay, you'd have to use a different approach to get them here. So inside our controllers, we don't have our authentication scaffolding here. Okay, so inside when you're dealing with Laravel 7 or Laravel 6 and above, okay, what you have to do is you have to require this Laravel UI inside your project. Okay, so inside your composer, let's just do this here. Okay, so this is going to take some time, so I'm going to be pausing the video and I'll resume once it's done. Okay, so this is successfully installed now. So what next do you have to do? So here, if you're using Laravel 5 and below, like you would have simply done this PHP artisan make cut like this. Okay, but that's you wouldn't have to do the first one that I did. Okay, that's you don't have to require the Laravel UI composer. You just have to do this. But if you are sticking with me, I'm using Laravel 7 upwards, that's 7.25 in this video, okay, as it stands. So you just have to go with me if you are using the latest version of Laravel from Laravel 6 and upwards. Okay, so what you have to do is to require this. Okay, so let's paste this. So let's just type it. So PHP, okay, PHP artisan UI view auth hit enter, and this is going to run and generate our scaffolding for us. So when we come inside here, so you can see it has automatically added home route and giving us this for the authentication. Okay, and when we come to our controllers, we can see it has added the auth controller, giving us the confirm password, forgot password, login, register, password reset, a whole lot. And when we come to our views here too, we are going to be seeing it has added the home for us. That's the home blade styling, and also giving us the auth. So giving us the login and the register and verify password right from scratch. So that's the power of Laravel. It gives us some head start for us to move on with our project without thinking of a whole lot of troubles. Well, so yes. So now what do we have to do next? So now we did this so that we can be able to use our auth controller here. So I'm just going to take out all of this function, and this time we're going to bring in our auth. So it's inside our auth folder like this. Okay, then we have our auth, then we have our login controller. So login controller. Then let's go inside our login controller and see what we can do here. So inside our login controller, we can visit this facade here, this street here, go inside here, and we have a couple of functions. So this show login form is going to give us is going to return a view of this. That's the uh, auth view here. That's the auth login here, like this. So this is what it's going to be giving us. Okay, so we can also bring in this. Okay, that's the show login form and do our own thing that we want. So this time we're going to return our view. And what view are we going to be doing? We are still going to be going with this, but make changes along the way. So you are going to go inside our auth dot then our login. Okay, we are going to pull our login here. So inside our web or our route, we can call the login controller, do the add and bring this function here, and we can name this. Okay, let's call it user dot login. Okay, so now inside our let's go to our layout and our nav bar. Let's go to the navigation, for example. So this is what we did. So inside here, okay, we can now add a route and call it user.login like this, and it's going to take effect on all our project. Okay, so yeah, so you can see it has even brought in this. So you can click on this login and it's going to open this. The reason why this is not giving us the styling is after we installed it, we're supposed to do an npm install. This is using a Vue, that's a JavaScript front end framework. So once you do your npm install, okay, and npm run dev, you would be able to see the styling. It's going to bring in the styling, but this we are going to do our custom one, so I'm not going to be doing that. So I'll be doing React in my later series, so you should expect that as well. Okay, so now we have to let's go and customize our own thing. So inside our auth here, the login here, for example, we can just take everything off. Then inside here, everything should go off. Yes, so now we have it. Now, if you remember this link I showed you earlier, where we were able to bring in our this for the home screen, we can quickly navigate here and get a whole lot of login pages here. So with the user side, let's just go with this simple login like this. Okay, so we're going to have this nice looking login here. So let's just go inside our HTML and copy everything from here. Okay, let's do HTML. Uh, so I have to type everything. God. So HTML like this. Let's just give it a head. Okay, the body. Okay, so the body is not even needed. What we copied has had a body. So okay, perfect. So now we are going to paste everything inside here. And inside our head, we can link our styling. So we can, let's just have this, and like we did before, css slash bootstrap dot main dot css. Okay, then same for the javascript, then source, then let's have our assets here, js slash jquery dot main dot js. Then we can do the same for our bootstrap here right before the closing tag. Then bootstrap domain dot js. Yeah, awesome. So let's refresh and see. Okay, so this is giving us the bootstrap starter code. So what can we do? We have to bring in the css for this that we copied here. Okay, so let's just copy the css to, okay, then uh, let's navigate to our public. Then here let's create a new style, and let's call it the auth style sheet. Paste all your stylings here. Okay, then inside here, like this one, let's just bring in auth.css. Let's refresh, and we should have a nice login. That was super fast. Okay, so you should always use what others had labeled hard for. Okay, if you want to code your own screen from scratch, it's fine. If you want to go with a template head start, that's also fine. In this series, I'm not going to be needing I'm going to be doing a video to connect to the Google and Facebook later, but for now we don't need this. So these two buttons, okay, we can take one out, and let's make one instead of Google. Let's just take all the I class out. Okay, and let's make this create an account, so we can bring in our registration side. So this is for create an account, so that we can bring in our registration part. So inside here, okay, let's do same, but this time let's use the controller. That's the register controller that we have here, register controller. Okay, so that's also going to, let's go inside here, and it's also going to take show registration form. Okay, so yeah, we can also do this show registration form and return the view. Okay, that's the auth dot register. Okay, then let's copy this, bring this inside here. Then let's change the route name to register. Okay, then let's change the path to register. So bear in mind it's going to be users slash register. Okay, so we have user register here. Now inside our login, okay, we can change this to our a tag and give it the href attribute. Okay, and bring in this and our route, then call it user.register. Okay, going to be user.register. Let's go back, refresh, and now when we hover, look at the link below. So it's just going to change to our register page. Okay, so what do we have to do here? Let me just close all these for now. Then inside here, we are going to use our register here. So I'm going to delete everything for here. So you can decide to create a new template that I did for the same thing for your authentication. Okay, or you can just go with it like this. Okay, so we have this here. Then for the registration, let's refresh and see. Okay, so we have our register here. So this time this is going to be sign up, not sign in. Then we have to take a name. Okay, so let me copy all these down here. Then we change this to text since it's a name. Change the ID and for let's change this to name. Let's change this to full name. Like this, refresh. Yeah. And now we can change this to register now or create an account. We won't be needing let me minimize this. We won't be needing this, or you can just make it can just change this to I agree to terms and condition, or yeah, then you can make this a link and link it to your terms and condition. Okay, so let's just copy this. Instead of sign in, we are going to say create an account. Then instead of create an account, we are going to make it um already have account login. Okay, then here would be user login like this. Let's refresh. Okay, so already have an account login. If you don't have an account, create account. Perfect. So you've been able to achieve this. Okay, so in the next video I'm going to be doing how to create the same login screen for the administrator side this time. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.